sit up like this with it in your back. Or you can take the ischium bones, those are the very bottom of the bike. When you sit on a bike, you sit on your ischium bones. And you put them on the edge, carefully so you don't flip the chair over. This is better to do certain postures better here, and then other postures are better to sit in the chair. Now, if anybody here works, you sit in a chair at work?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you may have kids
I
or
remember when I
grandkids.
used,
You know, and you can teach them some of these things. If they sit in a chair, that's a problem. The new problem with with America is for doing bad things for your health. It used to be smoking. Now it's sitting. Sitting and cell phones are two of the worst things going on in this country.
yeah.
So people sit so much, their whole body starts changing. You know, your back starts, the muscle starts shortening because you're sitting down all day. And when you stand up, you generally stand up like this because that's the way you're sitting all day, like this. And so you stand up. This is the new posture. It should be here because you sit. So if you're sitting and you're at work and you don't want to be doing chair exercises, but if you turn around like somebody asks you a question, you're stretching your back right now. And you do it on each side. What'd you say? And, you know, I look like they're looking for somebody for a question. You do that every hour. Well, you did it 8 times during the day, well, more than that. Times during the day, you do it a couple times, 1 hour, another time, 1 hour. So you hold on here or to your knee, put your hand, you can do it this way, I like this way. You push with this hand, I pull, I lift up my rib cage, and I look around. It's a beautiful little stretch. You feel it? Mm-hmm. It feels good, huh? Turn around and see what's going on back there.
Feels good.
Yeah. Simple, right? And a few you can do at home. This is we all want to plan to be healthy older people. When we get 70, 80, 90, we want to stay in good shape, and you're going to do it by starting earlier, right? This one is for the ascending and descending colon, and it's good for stretching the neck and the middle of the back, and opens up the capillaries in your face, which is good for your gums and for your eyes and all that. And what you do on this one is you're going to sit forward and you sit up. What you want to do is lift your rib cage up. You're trying to get this away from that. You go like this. And just stay there. So what I'm doing, I'm putting pressure on my ascending and descending colon, which causes activity, right? It's like you're massaging yourself inside. So you get movement. You get things broken up. You get things to wake up. And when you're hanging over, you're hanging your head, which the weight of your head depends on intelligence. So you get a heavy head. So you let your head just hang, and it's automatically stretching your neck, and the middle of the nape of your neck, the middle between your shoulder blades, and you're just kind of hanging there. Okay, you feel your face opens up, your capillaries get opened up. And it's pretty simple. Like this, on watch. Like this. Watch. Your fist.
Oh, your fist.
Put them in here, and you lift your rib cage up over your fist. Now you're affecting the colon, ascending and descending. You're just hanging there like that. You breathe. Breathe kind of soft. When you exhale, let it sink. Breathe in. When you exhale, let it sink. And you come back and go, wow, I felt pretty good. And it feels good on your back and your neck. You feel it?
Wow.
So they're tucked in really good. Rib cage lifted up over the fist. And then you just sit there and let it go. See? It's a good one. Okay, now this one, your feet are together, you sit up nice and straight, you go like this, and you grab the chair back here, or just put your hand on your hip, and you exhale. Turn around and look out of the corner of your eye. You breathe shallow while you're back there, and then you turn the head back, just the head, and look over the other way. You get your neck, and then you come back. When you come back, it's kind of beautiful. It looks like this, watch. See, this comes that way and that comes that way. So it's real beautiful. Kind of poetic. Okay, then the other side, so grab the chair or whatever. Feel that? And then this one complements that one. You pull your stomach in, put your rib cage forward, pull with your hands, lift your chest up and look up like. Now you love this part. This is called the lion. But in the lion and yoga, we don't have to stick our tongue out. They do that. It's funny, I had a couple of kids taught that were next door to me in the business, and they started to get a cold. And they started to get a cold. They think I know everything, of course, but I don't. I said, tell them to do the lion. So I said, sound like a lion, roar, real loud, and stick your tongue out. And what happens, it draws the blood up to your neck and to your, what the androids and the tonsil area. It gets in there to fight before it gets in. So the lion is like, like that. But, you know, people do that, especially women do that, to keep the face, to keep its youth, because it exercises the muscles in your face so they stay toned, okay? And it's good from getting a cold. And it's also good for your voice, okay? So you make that sound. Anyway, so when we do this, what I do is I go like this. I move my face around while I'm looking up so it stretches my face, and it feels so good when you get done. Just move your jaw around, get the tension out of your jaw, stretch your face around, and then you just come back down, and you feel it feels like it wakes up and it's tingling now. Okay, it's good stuff to do.
Whoa, my neck popped.
Yeah.
Yeah, my face also.
Yeah, we had somebody earlier, they were doing the, what was it, the look behind, I think it was, and the pop up.
Yeah.
See, now this is the things you can do in a chair. You see, so when you sit down, you got all kinds of different things you can do. Even this one here, just doing this with your feet, right?
Oh, I heard besides mine.
Push your ankles, yeah. Yeah, just like that. Especially the calves. You feel the calves when you push up? And you do that, then it pulls on the calves, you don't cramp. You do that, much work again, and that pulls on it. Okay? Now, how do you feel now?
Good.
Now, you have all these the rest of your life.
Wow, like I've been exercising.
Yeah.
Okay, this one you can start like this, or you can start like this, or like this. Push your elbow on your shoulder. Put that down. This side. Oh, don't worry about it. Well, you're a big guy, so don't worry about that. That's like this one, I can't do this one, it hurts my elbow. But you think there's like, you pull in there, you put it back out, my cheek going, it hurts my elbow, I got a bum elbow. So I don't do that anymore. That's kind of cool for your wrist. These are cool for your wrist too. The metacarpals, I think it's 1 through 5, and the music it's the other way. Okay, so you put that thumb between the 4th and 5th, and hold the thumb bone, the first metacarpal, and you just do this.
What does that do?
It stretches your wrist, keeps your wrist flexible.
Oh.
Carpal syndrome, you know, that people do too much of this anymore, they don't move their wrist enough. So there's a lot, I'll show you a few of those. There's another one that goes with this one. We're gonna do it, because you do that one, then you do the next one, but let's just do the first part, so we understand this one first. Now, somebody's choking you. You're going to do the same thing. Watch, they're choking. Hey, back off, buddy. What it does, it locks their wrist. Step on a water hose, no water goes through. Hey, you know, it's the same thing. Somebody's choking, you reach up and get their thumb and the bone right there, and pull their hand in, you've cut their muscles off. Even if they're twice as strong as you, 3 times stronger, they can't use their muscles. Because you cut the ability. See, try to turn your hand back against yourself. This is called pollex. Means Latin, it means strongest. So it's the strongest, well, they call it the thumb, but it's one of the digits, right? But it's the strongest. So when you do this, you lock them. If they're locked, they can't do it. Now watch, unlock a little bit and move your hand free. You can do it. Now lock it and try to move your hand against your own thumb. You can't. Your thumb should be over by this one.
Right.
Where? This way.
Oh.
That way. Now push that thumb in tight and try to move your hand against your own self. You can't make your muscles work because they can't contract. If they can't contract, you can't use them.
I'm not doing this right. Show me again.
You like this?
Okay.
This way.
You got it. Just grab the thumb.
Okay.
Yeah, so have it more like this. About the wrist like that. You do it, you grab it. Feel that? That's where it's at. See right below your
Oh,
knuckle?
okay. Yeah.
You got it.
Do it.
And you feel, if you hold it snug and try to turn your hand, you can't use your muscles. But move it just a half an inch and you can move that hand right out.
You do it for yourself.
That's the way it works when somebody's trying to choke you. Right, that's it.
It can really
These
hurt.
bones plunge your fingers to your
Pressure point.
There, now we're gonna lock you guys.
Wow, that's amazing, and I guess the wrist is very weak, I'm assuming. Is the wrist,
Pressing you down to this. Right on the thumb bone, right there. Now feel how strong.
Right there?
Yeah, on the thumb bone. Now feel it yourself.
So you can control it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, you have that shear on the thumb bone, and you got that one.
Yeah.
Right, right. Now, so you lock it and try to turn your hand, you can't contract your muscles because it's locked.
Hurt yourself that way.
Yeah, that's what it feels. Right. It locks, man. So it stretches you that way, which you hardly ever do, which gives more flexibility. Okay, now the other half of that one is this. So when I do this stretch, I go like this, I hold it for about 10 seconds, and then I go like this. See, so watch. From here, watch. See, I've got an attack at your class.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Should be an extra $50 for this.
I'm just spastic, I can't. What do you do?
Okay, watch, we get over this like this. Good. So I did this one, then I do that one. That's another leverage.
And this,
Your hand's gonna be like this.
So the thumb, you put this hand, turn the hand.
Yeah.
Now, put your hand on top.
Oh,
There,
Okay.
now push against your
Yeah.
thumb, see, when you got
Oh,
look at that.
that way.
Feel it locks against your
Should
elbow?
stretch, yeah.
Yeah, feel it locks against your
Yeah.
elbow.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that,
Okay.
feels you feel pain
Because
right
they
there.
cut it
Do it too
now.
hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you
So-
feel it, right.
I do
my
my
elbow
So-
still
So
are
Marty,
weak.
is the wrist a very weak joint? I mean, because to
It's
be
just
able
a-
to control
it's not
somebody
weak,
like.
it's just a way to control somebody, it's,
Yeah, like, you see, like, maybe he grabs me, watch, so this way. See, he grabs me and I go like this.
That's what I'm thinking, because
So,
I guess
put
you
my
really
hand-
don't have
Turning.
roll
wrist
his fingers
muscles.
out.
Right.
So watch again, I roll his fingers out, watch, I make a pancake, a sandwich, and I roll, I grab my own wrist, then I can just twerk it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good to work on Marty.
Because he likes to work on
So-
us, you get to him.
Now this one, you go like this, and you can push it down and point it that way, and then push it down and point it that way. Real smooth. Right. Now, usually when you get done with a few of these, you always want to kind of do this. It kind of evens everything out, kind of makes everything feel good. You're doing the lazy 8, see it's an 8 laying on that side. Now, put your hands down like this, just see what they feel like. They're tingling, they're really alive.
Circulation, huh?
Now, you know, this kind of stuff we used to do, I guess in grade school, whatever, us guys, but, you know, or that's one. That's not really good for your joints, they say. The one I saw Richard Hiddleman do, he was a teacher of yoga on PBS a long time ago, is you make a circle and you pull the hand that way and your thumb that way. I pull my hand that way and pull the other to real good. Here, listen. Feel the pop. So it's a good way to loosen up your fingers and the joints and keep your hand flexible and working. And a lot of good things about this stuff is this, that if you don't do this, you start getting deposits, calcium deposits or whatever, that starts to interfere with the motion of the hand. But if you keep moving it, it keeps a lot of that broken down and moving out of your body. Okay? So you feel how that feels? And then this is a good one too.
All you're doing is pulling on your finger?
Pull your finger that way and your hand that way. And it pops the joint, it stretches the joints out.
Well, what's this for?
I just like it, circle.
Oh.
I
Just
feel
stand here
my
pulling your
shoulders.
fingers, that seems kind of
Yeah.
nice. This has artistic.
You feel your
to it.
toes.
Yeah.
I can feel
It's
my
good.
shoulders.
Oh, your shoulders, I'm
Yeah.
sitting your
Yeah.
toes,
Yeah.
I love, really.
Okay, now, see this
Well,
part?
my toes grip.
In massage, I massage a lot of people's hands and necks and feet and backs. I do that good. But this, you hardly ever get any tension there. It really makes your hands feel good. It's like having a pumpkin pie with whipped cream compared to without. You can't have a pumpkin pie without whipped cream. I mean, that goes together. Okay, so you go like this, watch. I'm pinching my finger skin down up to the other side and back down again. And I do each finger, it just feels so good. Like it's been ignored and forgotten forever, and you do it, go, wow, that feels good. You know? And you're just pinching it a little bit down and moving your hand as you do it. And boy, does it feel good. When you do this and put your hand back on your leg like I just showed you, wow, what a difference. They feel really alive now because that part was taken care of and not ignored. All right? Like when you doing your fingernails to file them down. You may not know this, but the fingernails grow about 4 times faster than your toenails. Funny, when all the blood's down there. Anyway, when you do that, you want to take the fingernail file and push on the skin right here. Because it's round, and you push on it, and it feels good. Because the nail's going that way, and it's pulling on the skin, you take tension out of the finger skin right there. You can also do it like this, just with your fingers, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm sitting at a signal, I'm doing this stuff. I like catching lights. I catch light real good. You enjoy the things that really upset people. You actually enjoy it, so you can enjoy it more. Okay. All
Are
right.
you talking about skin behind? Are you talking about the cuticle or the skin behind it?
The skin behind it.
Okay, not the cuticle.
Yeah, you just pull the skin out here. Right. It's just one of those little tiny things that adds to, since you're working on your hands, you get all this.
Right,
Okay, now, this was another way to rub that area. Look, just do like this. And you're rubbing that same area, you just lightly, gently pinch. Feel it?
Yeah, I've done
You're
that.
working the inside of your finger, so it helps the hand feel better. Okay? And when you massage your hand, you're going like this. You're rolling it up. You roll it up. Okay, you do all that, then you work on the metacarpals, digging with your tip of your thumb in through the metacarpal. Up and down and down and up. It doesn't really matter which way you go, but boy, that feels good deep in your hand. And then you get this area. Okay, right like that. You're
So would
working
this
those muscles.
be good for someone with arthritis in their
I
hand?
think it sure would help, yeah. You see it down, right here, something going like this.
What does this stimulate right here? I know it's something.
Good.
Yes?
A lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Skin right next to that bone, and it goes purple.
And I wake, every morning I wake up, my hands feel so puffy, the arthritis is just, I just can do this, and I can hardly move.
Yeah, do stuff like this.
I have to get up and start doing that.
Yeah, you do
That's
this
extra
too,
pressure for headaches.
right here. That's the good exercise, and then of course that lazy eight, right. This one, you lay your arm under your chest a little bit and pull the hand towards like your other leg. You feel that? You do like this, and pull it in this way. Right. Just shake them real good all over the place. Now, lay them down and see if they feel like now. They tingle, they're awake again,
Yeah,
feel
alive.
alive, right? Good, there you go. Now you got some sitting exercises and hand exercises. Any questions on that? No?
That's good to
I didn't know my
because
hands
we
were
don't-
dead.
They're alive
They're
now.
alive now.
Okay, now, if you do this one for your back,
Uh-huh.
you're on the edge again with the ischium bone, so you go like this. So, let me do it for you first, but go like this. I'm gonna push with my hand to help me get over it. So I go like this. See? So, put my hand here, I'm gonna put this arm down and put my hand on my back and adjust this if I need to get a better push. I'm gonna push my hand against my leg and push my hand on my back, lift my right shoulder up, lift away from my hips and look up. And that's an awesome stretch. Basically a yoga spinal twist. Makes you feel good. Working your neck. And you're kind of looking up because you're actually bending over on this one. It's not like this one. This one's different. What we did earlier like this, with the chair, we're sitting very vertical, very straight and vertical like this. That's different. This one we're leaning over, reaching back and looking up. It's a different stretch. Yeah, you guys are doing great. Awesome. That feel good? Okay, now just like this one and this one, what complements that one after this one is this one. Like, now what I'll do, pull with my knees, like I'm trying to put my hip bone, my femur bone into my hip bone, and I'm gonna drop my elbows. I'm gonna pull my stomach in, lift my chest up, stick it out, and keep my teeth together and look up at the ceiling. So it looks like this one. Right. That's a good one. Opens your neck up, okay? Stretches your back. So your eyes are like looking at, you can look straight up or look at your eyebrows, which adds more stretch to what you're doing, okay?
Whoa.
All right. And then your neck, you know, I really advise against rolling your head around. I think that's bad. When I do these things with my neck, I'll turn and look over there, and I'll look over there, and I'll look up, and I'll look down, and then I'll grab my fingers on my ear bone and my thumbs into my jaw by the backside, and I'll lift my head up to counter effect the negative effects of gravity that are pushing you down all the time. Feel it? They're like lifting your cervical bones up. And then you get done with that, you go, wow, that felt good. So looking, lifting. Okay. Which is much better than rolling your head around.
Yeah, we've been told not to ever roll our
No,
head.
that's good stuff. Like jumping jacks used to teach at school at all exercises. There's so many other things they could do that are a lot better. Okay, guys, you had enough of the sitting down? Sure.
Yes, we have.
We don't know, huh?
All right, let's do some standing stuff. This helps a lot. You imagine you're in water, nice warm water, clean water, and you have these volleyballs in your hand, and you push them down below the water and keep them there. It's more than it seems like. Shift your weight to your right leg, and then pick up your foot and balance. If you fall, just fall, and you go back, look down at one of these little squares, okay, and focus on it. And then when you've had enough, whatever's good for you, then you move on to the other leg gracefully, put your foot down and lift up the other one. It's funny though, you know, we're kind of different. Each arm is different, each leg is different. They're not the same. Like you may have a bigger toe than the other toe, that kind of stuff. Or like in physiognomy, you have more of your father on one side, your mother on the other kind of thing. So with balancing, you may be real good balance on your left, but not as good on your right. Or you might have a bum knee, which doesn't make you stand as long, you know, so you fall down. Now the other thing you want to do if this is this, you're standing here, go watch my foot. So I look a little further out so I'm standing up straighter. I go like this. It's a little harder. So you want to move your foot straight out and then bring it back up and put it down. That's why holding these volleyballs down is vital. And focus on a spot and go at just the right speed, okay? And that's a very good exercise for balance and for strengthening your one leg. When each leg can learn to stand by itself, when you walk, and you're going to walk a lot more with authority and you'll carry yourself a lot better. Okay, and falling down will be a whole lot less because you have balance better, okay? You want to do it, you're in water, so you don't want to create bubbles. So the speed is about like this, watch. Very slow. When you go fast, it's kind of easy. You want to make it challenging, so you go slow. Imagine you got a gold nugget, a big gold nugget between your big toe and your second toe, and you don't want it to fall off. So your foot stays level through the whole thing. Like some of those rides at the carnival, see like this, look. Your foot stays like this, it doesn't lift up, it stays level, like that. Okay. All right, now this one is called a minor cross step. So we move the foot angled, and then we just put our foot down and kind of do this a couple of times, okay, really easy. If I'm on this line, I'm not trying to do it exactly on the line, I'm a little easier on myself, but you can work at that. I would keep a chair close to you, just in case. But I start up here on the third one, then I work to the second, or the fourth, third, this is the third one. Then I'll try this one, I'll sit down. And I try to turn a little bit to my right to get a little stretch in my hip. But that teaches you, if you're gonna fall, a lot of people don't know what to do when they're here. They just put their hands out. But all you gotta do is put a foot out there and stop yourself. But not many people know how to do that. They never learned a cross step in their life.
Does anybody need a chair to kind of brace on? Does anybody need a chair to brace on while you do that? You good?
You can stand like in the
Myself in the
kitchen,
chair.
have your hands on the counter and just kind of step over and put your hands on the counter and play with it. Take your hands off and play with it because it's right there if you need to grab it, you know, so be careful. Because you're trying to improve your balance and loosen your legs and your hips up, okay? Now this one, you stand like this and you go down, come back up, get set, go down. See it again, if you have a chair next to you, no problem, okay? So I come back up and I go down. I see my knees right over my foot there and I'm kind of squatting. That's good for leg strength. And your one foot's off the ground. See, watch my foot, watch. So I go like this. See my heel's off the ground. And that makes it a little more precarious, but a little challenging. Yeah, you're doing quite a bit. You're going down like this for what you want. And I go over here, I put my foot off the ground like this. It's almost like I'm going to pick something up and my heel's off the ground. Yeah, like that, that's it. And just make sure your knee doesn't go past your toes, then your leg is more or less straining, that's not good. And you can do this probably 10 different ways. You can step further, step closer, you know, you can mix it up a little bit, okay? How's it feel?
Good.
Right. Okay, on this one? So I compensate, just slowly bend forward a little to make sure I don't fall back. You might do this close to a wall, so if you do fall back, you'll be caught. If you want to get daring, you know, you want to try to sit as straight as you can, you got to be careful because you might overdo it and go falling backwards. Good, and that'll make your legs strong, okay? Good, just lean down and up, okay? What you're doing on this also is you're stretching the tendocalcaneus where it attaches, what's it called, Shapley's fibers. They hook onto the calcaneus bone, which is your heel. And people that get vigorous on a weekend after sitting all week and they're out playing tennis or something, they leap in too far, they rip the tendon loose. Then they got to wrap and be hobbling around for how many months. But so when you're doing this kind of stuff, you are helping to reinforce its strength, its flexibility, because it's actually working now instead of just sitting still all the time. So you do that kind of stuff, you're stretching it. Okay, like that. All this stuff here you were doing, you're doing it too. Okay. Awesome. Feel good? Okay, you guys wanna learn a little dynamic pinching and work your muscles?
Mhm.
Okay,
Sure.
you sit like this, and you go like this. So. Like you're busting a balloon. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay? And then when you blow the air out like you're whistling, you're making all these muscles that you breathe with work harder, so they get stronger. A lot of problems that people have with their health, a list of them that doctors have and you can't pronounce, are usually either indirectly or directly associated with not breathing correctly. People don't never taught to take a deep breath or do stuff like this. So now you're expanding your lungs more and you're forcing the air out, making it hard to get out because you're making like you're whistling. So all these muscles, they have to work hard to get it out. So you have what's called between the ribs, called intercostals. There's an external internal, just like the obliques. They cross like that and that over each other. And then the rectus abdominis. And then the most important one, of course, the diaphragm. The diaphragm is made up of muscle and tendinous material. So when you work on it, it gets stronger, just like doing curls with a weight. So when you're doing stuff like this, you're going to get stronger with the respiratory tract. You're massaging your heart, your internal organs. You're cleaning your blood. I mean, what could be better? And more clarity to the brain because you have more oxygen in your body, but not too much or you get all dizzy, right? So this one is just, out, big breath, squeeze it out, and do about 5 and take a break so you don't pass out. Even a strong person can pass out if they do it too much, hyperventilating and stuff. So watch again how it looks. Watch. So I breathe in and I look up, and then I go like this. Look, I think both of my hands are together and they go right for my belly button. Okay? And what that does, it helps your chest muscles, your tricep, and especially your latissimus dorsi, that's the wing muscle, they all work better. And you're working the stomach muscles, they're all contracting inward. Okay? Everything's working down, and then it stretches back out the opposite way, so you get this flexibility stuff. Okay? Good one. All right? Now, one that works your legs and your breathing is one that I learned from Jimmy about 35 years ago. Okay? You're going to step at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And it's your stance. You're going to go like this, never let your knee pass your toes. And you sit back, a little bit like you did with this one, except your legs with it. So I'm going to do it this way with you. Let's do the legs first, so we go like this. 1. And you look down, your knees right at your toe. And then you lean back on this leg. And this is the careful part you want to watch. Feel that leg. Your muscles are working good here, the thigh muscle.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Lean back on this leg. Make sure you're not going past your toes. Make sure you don't sit back too much here. Again, you might do this next to something like your bed or something, so you make sure you don't fall while you're learning it first, okay? Now remember, when you learn something and you haven't fell from it, you don't know how you're going to fall. So that's what I'm saying, be careful. Don't get too vigorous. Well, I know this pretty good. I'm going to go back further, all of a sudden you fall. So have that spot where you know it's right and don't go any further, because you're mostly focusing here. Besides the legs, you're going to work upstairs. Now watch the posture. This is the other half. Watch. You can do that by itself. You can have your hands on your hip or just let your hands stay here. It doesn't matter. But the exercise looks like this. Watch. You're working your muscles. Strong. 45. Not this way, not that way. At a 45, because it makes the laugh kick in more. Breathe the air out like you're whistling. And then sit back and breathe in. Get the air out strong. Use those muscles. Breathe in, relax. You do like 3, and then do the other side. So 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So the hands look like this, guys. Look like this. You know those big old hooky things they pick up blocks of ice with? They're round. That's like this. Look, like this. But don't cross them, because then your muscles shut down, your back, you have bad posture now. So you want good posture through the whole thing, this way. Because you're trying to focus on your muscles. So you breathe out like that. You breathe all the air out, and then sit back and breathe it in again. Blow it out strong, so it times with the exhalation. Yeah, like that, but it times with the exhalation. Then you get on the other side and do 3 or 4. But don't do too many, because you'll get too much oxygen, and you'll get dizzy before you know it.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I have too. You slowly build up your strength at it, okay? Questions? Build your
I'm slow to breathe.
All right, now let's just practice just standing for a little bit, okay? So when you stand, your arms are heavy. They're being pulled down to the ground. Your spine and your head are going the other way like a rubber band. So you're like this, so you have tautness in your body. You don't want to stand like this, heavy. It makes you feel heavy, it makes your brain feel heavy. It's a feeling of depression. Stand up, you feel good, you know who you are and where you are, kind of thing. So psychologically affects you. You're standing up. Your arms are heavy, your spine and your head are up, going up. Okay?
She's following us.
Hey!
What?
I see you earlier, didn't I?
This is Althea.
I had a little hiccup. Hi, y'all. I'm
Hi.
Hi.
I'll just get back on.
Okay? So this is basic standing posture. It's a good thing to do to calm the mind or to reinforce how gravity works with your body or against it by how you carry yourself. It definitely affects how you feel of who you are a lot. Okay? And if anybody thinks about martial arts or defending yourself, it all comes from good posture. Okay? Now this one's good for the neck, the back, and if you ever have to slap anybody, you'll probably knock them out with this one. You just do this. Now remember the importance is, so you do this. This is limp. You don't want this. This is tight. You don't want that. You want it right in the middle. It's like, you know, most of you here know how to cook real good. You add too much sugar to cake, it makes it bad. Not enough sugar, they don't want it. It's too much salt on an egg, no good. Not enough salt, you know, it's that kind of thing. So when you're doing this, see, if I do it limp, watch, I look like this. This is not good. If I'm tense, I look like this. I don't want that. Now watch. It looks like I'm in the water. See, like that. And your knees stay still, and the rest of your body moves. And that takes tension out of your neck because the weight of your arms are being pulled down. It teaches you how to rotate with power, and it's very good on your back. And your knees, make like you're pushing against something. See, like, if she's here doing this, I would like push against her knees, she'd push against my fist, and that's the kind of stability she wants to feel. So you're solid into the ground. You don't want your knees wobbling. You want your hips to move. And you want your nose and your navel to stay together like this. Now when you look around the room to keep you getting dizzy, you look at everything, but don't stop and look at anything. And then you will avoid getting dizzy, and it works a lot better. Okay? All right. Good for your heart too. Because when you move in your arms, the blood's being helped along with its job to move. Okay? Have we got that one? All right. Is anything you guys want to ask a question on right now, or something you want to work on, a part of your body, or?
I'm not sure if Marty taught us this, but is it when you go around, can you slap right here?
Yes, that's a kidney stimulant.
Okay, I thought that
So
was
that's with this part. So that looks like this. Watch, you go like this. And basically, it's like a massage, a strong massage. It wakes up your kidneys, your adrenal glands, and it kind of makes them work better. Okay? Yeah, just kind of swat your back like, pow.
I like that. Good slap.
Okay? Now this one, it's good on the hands. Okay? Forget about a little bit like martial, but it works your chest and stuff. You go like this. Do a little warm up. Nice and simple. You go by a park in China at 6 in the morning, you'll see 600 people down there. And a lot of Chinese ladies especially are doing this one. Like this. You see all kinds of people doing this one. And they're in there with a suit, they open up their little cage, they pull out their Tai Chi sword, they're all in the suit doing Tai Chi forms, and they go to work. Pretty awesome, yeah. Okay, now this one, so up to your shoulder widths, wherever, you raise your hands up, and turn around and look behind you. Point your fingers that way, come back. Now breathe in on this, you can breathe free, but you generally want to kind of exhale, breathe in, exhale. Nice and slow, okay? But be careful if you have knees that aren't too good. If you go too far, it's going to twist on the knee, okay? So I think a good rule to follow, class, is to just point your fingers back behind you, but don't try to go too far. See, my hands are kind of in line, pointing almost in line with my left shoulder, if my shoulder was here. And that's enough, really. If you go too much further, you're causing difficulties everywhere. Overdo it. Stay solidly on the ground. Okay? How's that feel?
Wow, I can tell I'm getting a workout.
Now this one, you take the index finger, your hands are together, you watch me from the back. It's a really good rib cage stretcher, tricep stretcher, and you'll feel other things, I'm sure. Watch it. Now, on here, I lift my elbows up. I look up at the ceiling about 3 or 4 inches, and you'll feel those triceps stretch. And then you raise the hands back up and come back down. Great stretch for this, and for your stomach, and for your chest, okay? So point them down and try to touch your spine with the top of your finger. You guys are doing it good, very good. Look like you already knew this one, okay? Okay? And that's a good one. That touches you in places you didn't know you could stretch. Okay, you guys, I know she knows. Do you guys know how to pick grapes? All right. I'll feet her on the ground. I like that grape, that grape, that grape. Reach up and grab those grapes, okay? Uh-oh, there's a real big one way up there. So get up on the balls of your feet and try to grab that big grape. Walk around a little bit so you don't lose balance. And that's the exercise. It's an awesome, simple warm-up. Works your feet, works your legs, works your balance, stretches your rib cage, helps your spine become more lighter, not heavy and pressure. Okay?
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a good one, huh?
Stretch.
All right, are you guys getting too much here? Well, you're getting it recorded so you can watch the recording and get it even better. Okay. All right, that was good. Anybody have any questions on something you need to learn to straighten your legs or lift up your shoulder or breathe better? Or
What about your lower back? Lower back.
Okay, your lower back. You can try this one standing. It's like when we did sitting down. But you want to be, again, careful. Be around someplace you can sit down and watch it go like this. So it's the same thing. I do this. I'm going to put my hand back here, put my arm down here. I'm looking at the ground, and I very slowly turn around. If anything starts to happen, I look back at the ground quickly, so if I try to feel like I'm going to fall. And that's a little more advanced one, but let me show you something a little simpler too. Okay, this one helps your back. That one helps your back. They both do good things for your back. Probably the better one is this one, right? See, this is you and this is your waist. So when you bend over like that, the stretch is occurring right here in your hamstrings, which also affect your back, and the calf muscles, right? They all affect the back. 80% of the world has trouble with their back.
Master, are you sure this is gonna help my back?
Yes, it was like this.
I don't feel it.
No, that's not it. What's he doing? Okay, so that's what you're doing. See, now my hand is me now. Okay, so when I lean back, this opens your chest up too, because your elbows are coming together. You look up at the ceiling. Now when I come back, I park my head, keep my heels out, so my toes in front to support me from falling. Unlock the knees very slightly. Pull the stomach in. Don't move. I mean, freeze everything above the waist and just bend forward to your level or close to it. But don't go lower than level, okay?
What is level?
Just don't go.
That's good.
Tabletop.
Straight, yeah.
Tabletop.
Tabletop.
Yeah,
Very good. That's
Yeah.
it. Perfect. So you want to try to get this down and your head up a little bit. There. See? There. Now straighter. Right.
Yeah.
That's it. You guys should definitely put your head down. Level. There you go. Now you should feel this in your back and your hamstrings. Can you put your hands in your back? No, this way. Right. Right. That's it. Perfect. That's good. Nice and flat. Now, when you're down there, just breathe and don't do anything. Let go. Let go. So the muscles can let go and stretch. It's not how far down your head goes. It's you staying there and breathing and letting go that helps to stretch the deepest of the muscles. So you don't have cramps and the back can be healthier and more youthful. All that good stuff, okay?
Oh,
This is
feels
a
good.
So
I
should your
like
knees
that.
be bent when you're doing that one?
very slight, just go
Very slightly.
very slightly, and when you bend over and your feet are straight, so you're not like this. Okay? The big toe will support you better, okay?
It feels good.
But this is taken from this routine called True Balance. It has 7 postures in it, and this is one of those out there. And this one's in there too. Okay? And it's just something really good for your back. Okay? All righty? So watch the hands. See, they're like this, so they pivot on their thumb. Then they sit on top of what's called the gluteus medius, right there where you get shots. You know, and you lean on the back and open up your chest. And then I like to kick the heels out before I go down. Pull the stomach in and stay real straight. You know, get a good stretch. You guys are doing great. You know, I joke around sometimes in class, and just like Tom, right?
Bill.
Bill, like Bill did, and the jokes are like English, like They're hard to catch. Like, I gotta throw them back at me when I do to everybody else. It was good. But finally somebody gets it and they start laughing and then everybody else, oh, then they finally get it. But I love that kind of sneaky move. Okay, does anybody have any questions on any part of the body? Is that okay? That helps you?
That's good, thank you.
Other thing you can do, if you get one of those little bar things you stick between a door passage, you can screw them in, you can just hang. And the hanging helps to gently pull on the back. And I wouldn't advise getting your feet off the ground and hanging, but if you just hang on, just let your body sit down and you can stretch your back. You can take tension out of the lower back. And they put them in between walls, people do chin-ups, you know, or back and all that
Or a
stuff.
tree or something, whatever you find.
Where can you get one of those, Marty, around?
A
You
cabin.
can get them at Academy, Walmart, everybody has
Okay,
them.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
My
right.
son has one of the ones where you can do
I
chin-ups,
go,
pull-ups, everything.
If y'all come by the shop, I've got those rings and they're adjustable, so you don't have to get high off the ground. You can just grab the rings and just sit there and drop your knees out so they'll hang on.
Okay, watch this. This is good for your back too. This was not good.
That decompress, right?
Yeah, yeah, right. It, open them apart a little bit, take the tension out of it. Now watch this one. This is cool. Just like this. Then I go like this.
Really?
And look up at the ceiling. Oh, that's so awesome. For the stomach and the back.
Where are you pushing?
Pushing. No.
Are you pushing?
Hanging. It's like your hands are on the wall and you're putting them up high.
And just,
You
and
let
you
your
take the
chest get
pressure
close
off
to
your
the wall.
back?
Yeah, let's watch it again, guys. Let me explain it to you.
Okay.
Foot's turned, my opposite hand's on the wall, put the other hand on my hip. Now my knees should be right over the ankle. What I do is I turn around and look behind myself. I turn my hip as I do this to stretch my back. And then I come back. I put my hands up, I move the foot close to the wall, put my knee in the wall, move the hands up again, put my chest close to the wall and look up at my hands. And breathe and stay there. You'll feel it in your calf, of the foot on the ground, your stomach, your chest. So you want to get those hands pretty high on the wall and you'll feel an awesome stretch.
Now the first is just turn. Right.
So we're like this, right here, right? Stand on the rocks.
Yeah, please.
I hear you grumbling in there.
There you go. Make sure your head's straight. See your head leaning forward a bit. There you go. Now turn it. That's it. Go back.
Yeah.
Now, go back. Right hands up here. Move that foot up. Bring it in the wall. Move the hands up again. Bring your chest towards the wall and look up. Let the ceiling.
Put something there so it doesn't
You
slam
kind of
shut.
hang on. It has to stretch. That's it. Just do it when you do it. Come out slowly so you don't have any caling going on here.
When you're
Okay?
going up the wall, does your other foot come up?
No.
It stays,
Yeah, 'cause
it
you
stays
want to stretch that
flat?
calf muscle.
Okay.
Yeah. See what I keep doing?
Yeah.
That is so good.
I know, my back is going, ooh. Good.
Yeah.
You're remembering all these, right?
And
Yes.
it's still good.
Okay.
We're gonna be able to
That's a
get
good one,
copies, right?
That's a good one.
At some point.
I like that walk.
Open the door.
It'll be a while, 'cause it takes me a long
Do you
time.
want me to turn the AC down?
I just
That
open the door
feels
with
good
it.
like
Oh,
that.
it
I mean,
feels
that's
good.
how
Fresh
we-
air's better.
These your keys?
Those are mine.
The backpack's yours? Okay. All right. Okay. All right, guys, we got that? All right. They know brocade or mind boxing?
They do the mind boxing.
To it and look at your knee. It should not pass your toe. Then you keep that knee there. Don't move that knee. It shouldn't feel difficult to get this leg up. Park your heel at your weight. Make sure it doesn't pass the toes. Now you got to fight almost to get your foot up. You don't want to take big steps. You want to take short steps. That's why it's so hard. Then put that heel down, shift the weight. Knee moves in. You're always balancing these volleyballs here. So you move that foot across so it's level with the floor like this. Park it so you're really aware of every detail you're doing. Feet should be closer a little bit.
Closer.
Yeah. That makes it harder. That part right there is hard.
That's where you will hide.
And then where's your balance and your leg strength, okay?
Well, I'll tell you.
Pretty good, yeah, you're doing good on this. It's awesome, right? That's the way you do that. Now, when you get over here, you can start with this foot turning and just turn around and turn, and then do that. Just go back the other way. Now, let's do it. That's only half of it. Okay, let's do the whole thing. So we're here, and we go like this. Stop. Stop. Change your hands. Lean in. So this hand goes in on the left leg. It's just, right, that's your bold swing. It's incredibly powerful when you line your bold up. Take that thigh bone can take about 9 to protect yourself. So you want to go like this. I'm looking at the guy and go up and down. Right. Right, like that. Right. See that? That's the power you get, right? So it looks very much like Tai Chi. It is very similar to Tai Chi, but it's mind boxing. Which is sheep, which each win means mind boxing. Beautiful stuff.
Do your hands,
You need your feet a lot closer to that. So if I start
Stepping wide.
like that, yes, like that, so put on a foot, and about a foot, and a half.
On my line.
What's that?
no, I'm trying to figure out the hands. The
Okay.
hands,
Let's do it.
all right.
Okay, so here we are. Now we have our hands here.
Gonna
So
go
we're gonna
right
shift
for-
over to the left, and then we step with the heel, lean down, the hand comes up, boom, we are stopped right here. Right, now, up with that foot, your hands kind of come down, they're getting ready, heel, stop. See the hands kind of come down, get ready, heel, stop. So this is like this, now look.
It's a block.
Right.
Right.
See, it goes into your back leg.
Right.
Yeah, tremendous
Just
power.
break
Yeah.
through that.
Right, right.
Okay,
So
so
the hand thing-
it's this, and then this one is this one.
Right.
Okay,
Watch
I
that
got it.
front.
So it's a
Okay,
diagonal on each side.
Well, this part comes up right here.
So the top hand is whichever leg is going forward.
Right, correct.
So what the hard part is what they do between this and this, you know? So once you're here, you're bringing your hands over to support on the legs. So I'm like this. I would do it like this and just fall, right? So it's just like balance on the tree post when you yoga. So I go like this, I have a low hand and a high hand protecting me. Then I move up and I watch. Now this hand comes up and this one stays low. We're here.
That
I'm
way,
balancing.
Scotty.
See, I'm balancing my right leg right now. And I go here and I shift everything over here. Stop it. Bring it back. Boom, back over. So it's really smooth and beautiful. It's nothing. Mind boxing. Okay, now, mind boxing. Have you guys did this yet?
I
The
think I've
gunfighter,
taken some
hugging
of
the
them
tree,
to
ward off, blue
once,
belly.
we did that one time. It's with some of you guys. But we can do it now, it's good for
Okay,
you.
so you want to stand, you want to time yourself if you can. Start with, say, 20 or 30 seconds, each one, and then try to add 10 seconds. I'm going to put my hand on my knee, my hand on my foot, I'm going to pull my toes back and sit down towards my ankle, my face. And just sit there, and pull that foot up, that's what makes it work.
Wow.
Stretch the limb and half
All
of that
kinds
side.
of muscles.
See, and it works leg strength, you just stand on that one leg. So you do it right at the right distance, not too close, not too far. You guys all look pretty good in the rig. You sit down, and you pull that foot up, oh, that's that good.
So the hand that goes on the knee is the same one as your leg?
Yeah, so I'm doing it this way, I'm doing it like this. It's opposite. So I put my right on my left, and left was, because that arm is straight to that foot, that's why you want to do it that way.
Okay.